Stalled. 3 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. The Raiders bring it up with Richards wide right. There's the pitch to Ernest Williams.
And an excellent defensive play on the outside by Rocky Mountain's Greg Comer.
He'll lose a couple.
No correction on that. That was number 32, Larry Laverne, on the outside, who came through. And boy, Ernest Williams has found the going tough here against the Lobos in the early going.
They sure are. The Lobo defense seems to be controlling the line of scrimmage. Second down 11. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Hodge under center. Looks the pass to Waylon Richards over his head. The pass too high. Richards was open again in the middle of the Lobo defense. Richards is reading the defense extremely well and finding the open spot.
But the ball is not being delivered.
That'll bring up third down. At only 11 this time instead of third down. And what was the other one, 20, 25?
Or maybe time for another option play.
This time Hodge will put Richards wide left. There's the pitch option, the option to Ernest Williams. Williams to pick up 5, perhaps 6. Not enough for the first down.
And he's brought down by Greg Hodson, the tailback, who is also seeing double duty at cornerback, primarily because of his speed. They feel that they need Hodson in there on defense as well to counter the tremendous team speed by the Rangeview Raiders, in particular Ernest Williams.
The punt will come from the 45-yard line. It's a good high kick. It'll hit at the 10-yard line. The Raiders will cover it at the 10. It'll take a Raider roll, and finally they'll down it at the 8-yard line.
An excellent punt by number 14, Scott Lowe, who is the Raiders' regular kicker, place kicker and punter, who had an injury in the middle of the year and was forced to forego those duties. But he certainly cracked off a good one there. Adam, he pins the Lobos inside their 10-yard line. And if the Raider defense can hold here, the Rangeview offense will have its best field position of the ball game.
That's for sure. The Lobos in a hole inside their own 10-yard line at the 7. They'll hand the ball off to number 46, Greg Hodson. The Raider defense there. They are smelling points if they can get them inside the 10.
And in early scores around the state in Class 4A playoffs so far, at Studler Bowl, Cherry Creek leads Denver West 7-0. And in Jefferson County, Fort Collins and Pomona are scoreless in the first quarter. And also we have Montbello 6, Golden 6 also in the first.
There's the pitch from Gallagher. Looks like Greg Hodson again. Number 46, Greg Hodson, tries the left side. They're going to use the run to try to get a little room for Gallagher to possibly pass. It looks like it may be short of the first down.
But it's going to be close enough for a measurement.
They'll bring the chains over. Let's take another look at it. Hodson gets a lot of use. You see the pitch to him here on the left side.
Good blocking on the outside.
Frank Randazzo, the left tackle, was one of those leading Hodson around the left side. We'll get a look at it here. See the spot.
To be an inch or so.
Oh, they're going to give it to him.
Yes.
But you could only get a razor blade between the ball and the chains. The referee said, what the heck? It's a close enough shave. Double blade razor. Let's move it. Give him a right foot spot on that one. 1 minute, 22 seconds remaining in the first quarter. No score from Aurora Public Schools Stadium for this first round Class 4A playoff game. Another playoff game going on this afternoon. The Aurora Christians Blue Angels out at Eads today.
Yes, in A8 play.
There's the pitch to Hodson. They're running left-handed. He'll pick up 4, maybe 5 yards.
It's the second time in a row the Lobos have used that play to good advantage. Pulling on the play is the left tackle, number 77, Frank Randazzo. Also blocking was Larry Laverne, who's playing a tight end position. And also the fullback, Derek Widmeyer. And the Lobos have used that play now 2 times in a row, and certainly they're going to keep using it until the Raiders can shut it down.
Well, they've been running left. I doubt if they're setting up something to the right side. The handoff to number 32 and number 35.
32, Larry
Slipped
Laverne.
on. Larry Laverne, right. We'll take another look at it. Laverne seeing his first action of the afternoon. I knew something's got to be coming right. We're too left-handed.
And there's Jason Schultz, the linebacker there, who was injured the last 2 ball games and only saw scarce action in the last 2 regular season games for the Raiders. Jason Schultz on that play filled the hole, stood the rebound and made the tackle. A good play by the inside linebacker.
It's enough for a first down on 1st down and 10 from the 27-yard line. Gallagher with the handoff to Greg Hodson. Hodson's trying to run wide, but Rangeview's not going to let him get out there.
Well, he's run down very nicely by Rangeview safety Corey Ware, who really came up very quickly, reacted very well on the play. Hodson got around Bill Green on the outside and looked like he was about ready to turn it up and have a good game, but Ware came over, had the angle, and dropped him after a short gain only.
Well, that play will wind up the first quarter of action from Aurora Public Schools Stadium. There is no score. The Rangeview Raiders taking on the Rocky Mountain High Lobos. 0-0. I tell you, we've seen a struggle so far. The defenses are starting to assert themselves. Okay. All right, as they switch into the field. This time, Frank Gallagher will be throwing it to the sun, as the Lobos will be heading south. And we'll see what he can do with the ball right after this. Second quarter from Aurora Public Schools Stadium with a pass from Jay Gallagher. Tried to hit Greg Hodson out on the left side. The pass went off of his hands, fell incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down. The Raider defense was there, but the pass was a little high. The shuttle service is at work for the Lobos. Most of the plays come in from the side. Greg Comer and Pat Litzu bringing the pace in. Gallagher back to pass again. This time a screen pass to number 85, Tim Crowley. Or was it 86? Looked like 85. Oh, there's a flag that just flew across the screen there. The number 85, Tim Crowley.
And linebacker Jade Trotter reacted very quickly to stop Crowley before he got to the first down. But we have a penalty against the Rangeview Raiders. And the Lobos will now have a first down in Raider territory.
Another look at the screen pass. Major penalty. That's the second major penalty of the day against the Raiders.
Face mask call.
I guess with some of those visors on, I wonder if we'll get a lot of face mask calls in the future. You can't even get to it at all. 11 minutes, 43 seconds remaining in the first half. We have no score at Aurora Public Schools Stadium. The Rocky Mountain Lobos with the ball at the 49-yard line of the Rangeview Raiders. The pitch goes outside to Greg Hodson. He'll try the left side. He'll pick up a couple. He'll pick up about 5 or 6 yards.
And he's finally knocked out of bounds by Jason Schultz on the far side. And interestingly enough, Adam, we have yet to call Wayne Doris's name. And if you remember last week, Doris was a devilish player all over the field for the Raiders. We have yet to call his name on defense here today.
I think they know what Mr. Doris can do, and they may be doubling up on the blocking on him. We'll have to check that and see. On 2nd down and 3 from the 42-yard line of the Raiders. The Lobos with the ball in white. Oh. A straight handoff as they unpile. We'll see who carried that one. They have so many people coming in and out of the game. Number 46, Greg Hodson, who's going to get most of the work this afternoon. It'll be close to the first down. The referees are deciding whether or not to bring in the chains. They say no, not quite. 3rd down and inches.
Making the defensive play on that for Rangeview was defensive tackle number 75, Matt Tickett, and the defensive end, number 47, Bill Green.
On 3rd down and less than 1 at the 39-yard line. The Lobos will take a timeout. Somebody did not like something. Decided they want to make sure that this play is going to work.
Yeah, and they didn't want to get caught with too much time and be forced to take a 5-yard penalty because of a delay. And Adam, this is a typical playoff football game. It's more defensive oriented than not. It's a little bit conservative offensively. And it's the type of game you expect between two pretty good teams here.
All right. The time